Hi, it's Sylvester, and first thing I want to talk about, by the way, this is just a life update video. First thing I want to talk about is the fact that I got my hair done professionally. It has been a long time since I've gotten my hair done professionally. I haven't, since coming out as trans, I have not gotten my hair done professionally. The last time I got my hair done professionally, I think was 2016, I want to say. I went to a hairdresser. This was before I came out as trans, like I said, and I asked for like a trendy lesbian haircut. Like, I don't know how else to phrase it, but it was a haircut that a lot of lesbians were rocking at the time. And so I brought in a picture of Kristen Stewart because she had the hair that I was looking to get, and I wanted to look like a trendy lesbian, and instead I came out looking like a soccer mom, and I was so upset with the hairdresser, and I was so upset with how much it cost. I was like, screw it, I can do better myself. And so ever since then, I've been doing my own hair, and you might be able to tell because I'm not good at doing hair. I just kind of figure out how to do it. I've just kind of, it's just, I don't know what I'm doing, but I just kind of figure it out as I go along. I don't even watch like YouTube tutorials or anything. I just kind of have an idea in my head of what I want my hair to look like, and I just kind of bullshit my way to something that looks kind of similar to what I'm going for. And so I was doing that the other day. I was trying to shave the sides of my head because I think that that looks good. And I've done that before. I've shaved the sides of my head before, but it wasn't going well. It really wasn't going well. I don't know what I was doing wrong. Maybe I just didn't have the patience that day, but like it was just I was getting so frustrated because it wasn't working. The hair clippers weren't doing what I wanted them to do. It just like it was just I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And then I ended up cutting my ear with the hair clippers, which I didn't even know that was possible. I thought there were enough safety features on hair clippers that you couldn't cut yourself with them, but apparently I was wrong. And I cut my ear, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna go get my hair done by somebody who knows what they're doing because I just at that point I had screwed my hair up so bad that I thought there was no way I could salvage it. So I found a place that was open relatively late because it was like 6 p.m. at the time. And luckily somebody was able to take me in, and so I went and got my hair done professionally, and this is the result. It's I asked for basically the cheapest haircut they could give me because I'm poor and I really don't have a lot of money, and they said they'd give me a buzz cut. So I thought that they meant they were gonna get rid of all of my hair, that I'd just be like fully shaved all the way around. But luckily they left some hair up top, which I'm happy with. I think they did a good job. It's not what I was going for when I was trying to do it myself, but it's definitely better than what I would have been able to do on my own, and it definitely looks better than what it looked like when I went into the barber shop. So I'm grateful. It cost $25. I had money set aside for the next time that I needed cigarettes because I do smoke cigarettes. I know it's bad and I shouldn't smoke cigarettes, but I'm a smoker, and so I had some money set aside, and so I ended up spending that money on getting my hair done, and I panicked when it came to tipping. I tipped 60%. I ended up tipping $15 for a $25 haircut, which I don't know why. I just panicked, and I was just like, I just felt like it would be rude if I just gave them $5, so I gave them 15, and I was just like, I don't know why I did that, but I ended up spending a good deal of money on this hair, so I hope you like it. I hope it was worth it. The thing is, I have this mole on the back of my neck. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm not sure how good the lighting is right now. But I have that mole on the back of my neck. It's been there since I was born, but before I came out as trans, I always had my hair relatively long, and so it always kind of covered up the mole. But since I started wearing my hair short, the mole has been more visible, and now that I have like no hair, it's very, very obvious that there's a mole there. Then I'm kind of self-conscious about it because I know moles are not anything to be ashamed of, but I am kind of a little bit ashamed of it. And I also was able to get a good look at it the other day after my hair was gone. And I've noticed that I think it's gotten a little bit bigger, and I think it's changed shape, and part of it is a different color, and I've read that that's a bad sign, so I'm gonna get my doctor to check the mole out to make sure it's not like cancerous or anything. It's highly unlikely. They say moles that you've had your entire life are less likely to become cancerous, but it is still possible, so I'm gonna get my doctor to check that out. But yeah, that's the story of why my hair looks the way that it does. I do like it. I do like it. I think the guy did a good job, but I am just kind of pissed off that I had to pay to get my hair done because I haven't had to pay to get my hair done in a long time. So yeah, there goes money that I was saving up for cigarettes. Now I gotta find more money for cigarettes, but it'll be fine, I'm sure. You know, money's always a problem, but it's gonna be fine, I'm sure. Knock on wood. Anyways, so I am mostly filming this video because I really like filming videos. I don't know if you know that about me, but I love making YouTube videos. It is my primary hobby. It really brings me a lot of joy, but I've kind of hit a wall. I have ran out of ideas. Because I film so many videos so fast that it was really only a matter of time before I ran out of ideas, and I have no idea what to make videos about anymore. I feel like I've shared every story that I have. I feel like I don't know, like I could probably do another ASMR video, but I don't really know what to make it about. Like people enjoy my ASMR videos, but I don't know what kind of topics to cover because you need something to talk about while you're doing an ASMR video, you know? So I don't have any ideas for that, and like I'm just so out of ideas, and it's kind of bringing me a little bit of emotional distress because, like I said, I love making videos. It is the thing that I look forward to most in a day. And so now I just have this urge to make videos, but nothing to make videos about, which is why I'm making this life update video, because I just really want to make a video. It's kind of it's a problem. I don't know. If you have any ideas for me, if any videos you want to see, please leave a comment. But yeah, what else do I want to talk about? I've been feeling kind of depressed. I mean, it's that time of year. It's the winter. I mean, everybody feels a little bit of seasonal depression, I think, and so it's normal. But I've been feeling really just full of regret for everything. I've been thinking back on my life and all the things I've done and all the things I've said, and like so much stuff that I've done that I just regret and want to take back and want to do differently. And I'm thinking about my YouTube channel and like how in 2019 I was noticed by a couple of by several large YouTubers, and then I had my mental breakdown and ruined it, and now I have this like feeling that I've been blacklisted, which is probably not true, but like there's the paranoid part of me that thinks that all of these YouTubers who noticed me back then saw me go crazy and have kind of like mutually decided that I should never be allowed to be a YouTuber because I've ruined my chance and because I'm volatile and I'm not I'm erratic and I'm unpredictable, and then like I've ruined my chances, and so like a part of me feels like I've been blacklisted, and it's really frustrating because I feel like there's nothing I can do to undo that. You know, there's nothing I can do to prove to people that I've changed. There's nothing I can do to prove to people that I'm not going to repeat the mistakes of my past. There's nothing I can do to prove to people that I'm not secretly transphobic, racist, homophobe, sexist, awful person. You know, there's nothing I could do to prove to people that I'm somebody who they should give a chance to. And you know, I guess I've already had a chance, and I ruined it. I blew it. And so, you know, I'm probably never going to get another chance to be a famous YouTuber, and it really just bothers me a lot because I just feel like completely helpless. Like, you know, once you mess up, once you've done something like that, once you've had a public mental breakdown the way that I did, there's no coming back from it. And it really upsets me because no matter what I do, I can never undo what I've done. No matter how good of a person I try to be, no matter how many times I apologize, no matter how much I talk about how I'm sorry and I shouldn't have done it and I regret it and how I won't do it again, and like no matter what, I've already blew my chance, and I'll never be given another chance probably, and it just really upsets me. And I know some people have given me another chance. Like my mom has given me another chance, and some of my viewers have given me another chance, and I am grateful for all the chances that I have been given. But like I said in 2019, I've talked about this so many times. I came so close to living my dream. Came so close to being a famous YouTuber, and I just threw it out the window because I had a mental breakdown, and it is hard to not feel kind of like the victim there because like I didn't choose to have a mental breakdown. I didn't but I it was my fault. I should have gotten help a lot sooner than I did. And again, that's one of those things that I look back on and I'm just so filled with regret, and I'm just so filled with a desire to go back and do things again. And I think about even just the people in my life who I've hurt because of my mental illnesses, and I think about like in 2023 I spent an entire year just screaming at voices in my own head in my apartment, and how that would have sucked to be anybody who lived near me. Like the all of my neighbors were probably so fed up with me, and just like they probably were reporting me to the people who own the building and probably just trying to get me kicked out and stuff, because it's like, yeah, if I had a neighbor who just screamed morning to night every day for an entire year, it would drive me absolutely nuts, you know? And so, like, I had a neighbor who used to play really loud music late at night, and that drove me so nuts that I called the cops on him, like, 3 times. And so, like, the fact that I then turn around and start screaming in my apartment every single day, like, he probably thinks I'm such a hypocrite because it's like I play my music loud and you call the cops on me, but you scream in your apartment all day long. And like, I mean, I guess he could have called the cops on me. He could have. I mean, it is a noise complaint, but I mean, whatever. Like the point is, I feel bad. The point is, I'm full of shame and full of guilt and full of regret, and I don't know what to do about that. I don't know. There's nothing I can do to undo what I've done. There's nothing I can do to take back that year that I spent screaming at myself in my apartment. There's nothing I can do. And I think about my cat and how I should have been nicer to her. Like, I wasn't, like, I think a lot of people think that I was worse to her than I was, because I talk about it as if I was like, super abusive or something. Like I would call her names, I would yell at her sometimes, I'd lock her out of the bedroom because I wanted to be alone and she was just being really clingy, and I could hear her meowing on the other side of the door trying to get in because she just wanted to be with me. And like, I pushed her away, and I get mad at her sometimes because she was just so hungry and she was just constantly meowing at me for food, and like little things like that where it's like I wasn't always the nicest to her, and like I wish I could take that back. She's not here anymore, and like I feel like I didn't get enough time with her, and the time that I did get with her, some of it I was pushing her away, and some of it I was calling her names, and like, you know, again, there's nothing I can do to undo that. There's nothing I can do. And no matter how much I wish that I could turn back time and do things differently, there's literally nothing I can do. And I can apologize no matter, like I could apologize over and over and over again and talk about how much I wish I could undo it over and over and over again, but that's not going to take back any of the stuff that I did. And so, like, I just feel helpless. And my therapist said that I need to focus more on the present and the future, that I spend too much time thinking about the past. But like, how could I not? I did so much stuff that I regret. Like, so much happened that I wish didn't happen. And it's just like, how could I not spend? But like, I guess I do spend all of my time thinking about it, and I spend like all of my time regretting it, and it's not helping. It's not taking back any of the things I did. It's just ruining my present. It's not undoing the past. It's just ruining my present. And so I don't know what to do. And so I've been having a bit of a sad day. I guess. Just one of those days where I just can't stop thinking about everything that's happened, and I just can't stop thinking about the past. And again, it's over. There's nothing I can do about it. So thinking about it isn't going to help. But I'm sure there's lots of other people who sit around thinking about the year that I spent screaming at myself in my apartment and think about how awful that was and how much it sucks, and they want to punish me because I made their lives awful because I was just there screaming all day, ruining their day as they were trying to enjoy some peace and quiet in their own home, and all they could hear was me screaming. Like, I'm sure there's lots of people out there who think about stuff that I've said on YouTube and stuff that I've done on YouTube that's been harmful, and all they think about is how much they wish they could punish me for my behavior, and like I I I guess I'm biased because I don't think I deserve to be punished, but there's a lot of people who think that I don't deserve another chance. And I can't always disagree with those people, because as much as I want another chance, as much as I want to be forgiven, and I want people to just forget about the things that I've done, and move on and just accept that I'm a different person, that I've changed, like, I don't know if I do deserve that. I think I deserve it because I'm me, and I am biased, and I want what's best for me. So of course I want to be forgiven, and I want people to forget about the stuff I've done and move on, and like, I want that. But like, a lot of people out there would probably say that I don't deserve it. And maybe they're right, but I don't know. I don't know what I deserve. I guess if karma is real, then I guess maybe the fact that I feel crappy about the things I've done is karma. Maybe that is my punishment, and maybe the fact that I'll never be able to succeed on YouTube is my punishment, and I just have to live with it. And I guess I have no choice but to learn to be okay with that. And it's just really hard. It's just really hard because I just want to go back to 2019 when things were finally starting to take off for me, and just, instead of having a mental breakdown, like, go get help before things got that bad. And maybe my life would be different. Maybe I'd be a famous YouTuber now if I had done that, if I had just gotten help. But instead of getting help, I chose to listen to the voices in my head and to believe them, and then I chose to double down instead of listening to people when they told me that I needed help, and I chose to do the wrong thing. And so this is my punishment, and it sucks, and I don't know what else to say about it, but I should probably go. This is a dumb life update because I feel like I'm just repeating things that I've said before, but that's life. It's repetitive sometimes, and it's just, yeah. Again, I'm sorry to anybody who's watching who might be a neighbor of mine. I'm sorry that I spent a year screaming at myself in my apartment. I'm sorry for disturbing you. I'm sorry for scaring you. I'm sorry for the things that I said when I was alone in my apartment screaming at myself, because I'm sure I said some fucked up stuff. I don't even really remember what I would argue about. I don't remember the things that I would say, but I'm sure a lot of it was fucked up. Like, I remember at one point I threatened to rip Trisha Paytas's boobs off because I was mad because I thought she was pretending to be trans, and that really pissed me off. So, like, things like that. Like, I'm sure there were I made a lot of threats. I'm sure I said a lot of crazy fucked up shit, and I'm like, I don't even remember half of it, but I'm sure that there are plenty of people who do remember it, and it just sucks. It just sucks because I wish I could undo it. I wish I could have been better, but yeah, wishing that it didn't happen isn't going to stop it from having happened. It happened, and I can't do anything about that, So I don't know. And to anybody who's watching who saw my older videos and was offended by anything I said, or who was scared of me because I was making accusations, and who hates me because of the stuff that I said and did, like, again, I'm sorry, but apologies don't really mean anything now, do they? It doesn't undo what's been done. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than I regret it, and so Yeah, anyways, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay frosty. Bye.